two uninhabited Pacific islands. More than 5,000 miles from the UK.
One will be inhabited by 14 British men, while a separate island will be home to 14 British women.
When pushed to the limits of human endurance,
will it be brute power or mental strength that wins the day? Who will
have what it takes to stay alive?
Tonight, we follow the men.
In Britain today, we've never been further from our hunter-gatherer origins.
Doors are opening.
But I want to know,
when stripped of everything, has modern man still got that instinct to survive? To find out, I'm marooning 14 ordinary men on a desert island.
This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
This could be the worst decision we've ever made.
This time, it'll be harder than ever.
they'll have to endure 6 weeks in the height of the harsh tropical storm season.
Bring it on, Mother Nature, I say. This is the worst you can do.
They will be utterly alone, filming everything themselves.
We have two choices. One, we go down the 40-foot ravine.
Holy shit!
Or we keep going through this arsehole of a jungle.
They'll have to find their own water and hunt for their own food.
We just caught a prehistoric animal. You lazy bunch of bone idle bastards!
Have these modern-day men got what it takes to survive?
That's the hardest thing I've ever done.
I personally don't think men are as strong now as they were, I wouldn't even say 50 years ago, even 5 years ago, because we have it too easy. The interesting question to ask, actually, is if we lost everything, what would happen to us?
Yeah, it'd be nice to think I've come off the island feeling a little bit more macho, a little bit more alpha male, a little bit more popular with the ladies.
I'm about to abandon these men on a remote Pacific island to see if they can survive. They will be utterly alone.
My eldest lad's 19, he's at university. He only needs me for money and a lift. And the youngest one's too cool to hang around with Dad. My dream is for them guys to go, that's my dad, that. That's fantastic. My dad did that.
I don't think I've done anything that's put myself at risk, really. But I'm scared he's sticking a graphic designer on an island with no other skills whatsoever. Anything could happen.
These 14 ordinary men do not know each other, and they have no experience of living in the wild.
At the moment, I don't enjoy day-to-day life. I've got a stressful job, I've got a newborn baby at home. I want to go on the island to get away from the day-to-day bullshit.
I think everyone in life does take certain things for granted. Electricity when you turn on the light, having a warm shower, having breakfast. When it's not there and you wake up in the morning and go, where's the next meal coming from? It's a man test, isn't it?
OK, guys, we're getting closer. You are very remote here. The next stop that way is New Zealand.
What I want to find out is, has all of this cushioning that civilization has experienced over the last 50 years made us totally lose touch with that survival instinct that I believe is deep within us all?
OK, guys, I need you to be my eyes for any rocks. There are loads of rocks here.
It takes an extreme situation to find out what people are really made of. What you're about to embark on, it will be the toughest thing you will ever do. You can do this, all right? You can do it. The men's home for the next 6 weeks is an uninhabited island in a remote Pacific archipelago. The 11 kilometers of coastline is dominated by treacherous cliffs and rocky headlands. Vicious swells and powerful ocean currents means there's no easy way onto the island.
I'm going to try and get you guys as close as I can, all right? But you will end up swimming. If any of you guys are weak swimmers,
it is a good time to say.
I've never swum this distance before, not even in a swimming pool, but I will get there. I will get there. Age won't stop me doing this. It's not often in one's life someone actually challenges your morals, challenges you physically, and this does. That's why I want to do it.
Who can't swim confidently? Confident with unconfident, yeah?
Let's go.
The men must make the 75-metre swim to the island fully clothed.
Help each other, help those who are weaker. Let's go, let's go.
Strong undercurrents mean the men need to get to shore as quickly as possible.
Get in!
Go, mate. Keep going, keep going.
Okay, go, get out of the water, go, go, go.
Woo! That was the damnedest thing I ever did.
Glad you were there. Oh, I couldn't have got much further.
If that's only a taster of what we got to come, then bring it on, Mother Nature.
Hey, what are you doing? Well, the advice is to save your own piss, which is a bit unnerving.
With only 2 days survival training, initiative will be key.
Essentially, it's water, isn't it?
Is that your piss?
That's my piss, mate. You've got to save everything around here.
Yeah,
I've been told anyway.
Save your piss.
To drink our own piss? I hope not.
So they look a bit like a party of drowned rats at the moment. Kind of let the chaos begin. But what I do know is when I return in 6 weeks' time, the 14 men, if there's still 14 men there, which to be honest, I doubt, the men that do remain will be changed.
It's time for me and the crew to leave. We won't be back until the end of the experiment. For the next 6 weeks, the men will have to live entirely on their own wits.
To make sure these men at least have a fighting chance of survival, I've ensured the island's got enough water, indigenous animals and vegetation on it to keep them alive.
It's teeming with wildlife.
But what they've got to have is the ingenuity to find it, catch it and kill it.
Pushing in, mate. Paul. I'm Ross. Paul, hello, Ross. All right.
From here on in, everything you see will be filmed by the men themselves.
Why don't we get everybody together and then we're just all talking, we'll work out something that we're going to do, and then we're all going to be heading that way, I'm assuming anyway, because it looks a little bit safer than this, because it'll be dark soon.
Come on, lads, let's make use of some of this energy while we've got it.
All of the men will film, but 4 of the group are trained and experienced camera operators.
I'm Ross.
Sam. How you doing, mate?
Who'll be living under exactly the same conditions as everyone else.
Oh, I'm like a fucking mule horse, aren't I? The brains of a donkey.
Obviously, because we are having to film everything ourselves, we've got to cart all of, like, the camera gear, batteries and everything with us.
Let's get on with it. Fuck's sake, this is survival, not Good Morning Britain.
As well as the camera equipment, they'll have a medical kit, 2 jerry cans containing a day's supply of water, basic fishing equipment and a handful of tools.
Guys, how many knives do we have? Let's count them in.
3 knives, 3 machetes. Fine.
3 knives, that's easy.
Let's all gather round in one group, guys.
I'm Barney, and I'm a paramedic from Leicester.
Oh, handy. I'm Andy Bennett, builder from Milton Keynes.
We've got a fucking builder, everybody!
Yay!
Sophie's not a cowboy.
My name's Piers, I am a doctor.
Did you say hey!
I'm Kyle, and I'm a website consultant.
Woo!
My name's Paul. I invented the dice. I'm a construction contracts manager.
It's 4 p.m. With only 2 hours of daylight remaining, the men's priority has to be finding a safe place to shelter for the night. If they can't, they'll have to sleep rough on the jungle floor, alongside potentially deadly scorpions, snakes and caiman crocodiles.
We're assuming that the north side of the island would be nice, beachy, sandy, flat seas.
Paul thinks the group's best option is a beach.
Let's go.
And he's convinced they have time to cross the island to find one before dark.
Who else was imagining sunny beaches when they thought about coming out here?
These trees here are very sharp.
Oh! There you go. I believe it will now be referred to as the porcupine tree. Vicious.
The interior of the island is 3 square kilometres of mangrove swamp and unbroken jungle. And I know from experience that
Moving through dense island undergrowth is slow, exhausting work. It will do all you can to stop you in your tracks. And often the harder you push, the harder it pushes back.
Whoa, stop!
There's a snake down here. It's a boa, isn't it?
Take its head off if it's a decent size, mate. Get stuck in.
Is anyone going to help me? I'm trying to carry a bag and a machete and kill a snake.
He's looking pretty aggressive. He's coiling, isn't he?
I need a long stick just to put on its head. Mind your... No, don't do that, for fuck's sake.
Listen, should we just throw this case on it?
No.
Part of me thinks, should we just leave it?
Didn't even flinch, did it?
Yeah, let's keep going.
And if we don't get out of this shrub, we're going to be sleeping here tonight. It ain't safe and it's not cool.
With just an hour to go until nightfall, the men have covered barely 400 metres.
Paul!
Yes?
You want to come and get a drink?
The darker it's getting, the more it's getting a little bit worrying.
Tap on it when you're done.
Somehow I've fallen into chief navigator mode, but I'm on it.
My days are very stressful. It really doesn't fucking matter. I don't give a fuck. A lot of the time I think that most people are fucking idiots.
Just get that loaded out, get that loaded out. You can't build the internal walls anyway.
Being called a bastard is just a friendly greeting in the building industry.
Get in there and get it done.
This experience might change me, hopefully for the better. It might make me be a little bit more tolerant of other people.
Come on, fuckers. This is going to take us fucking hours.
Yeah, it's about to get darker and darker as well.
Yeah, I know, so that's why we've just got to just get through it.
We need to start to think, do we want to be hacking through this stuff when it's pitch black? Or at the next time we see a clearing, are we going to think about settling down for the night?
I personally want to just plough on and make it. I mean, it's going to get darker in here quicker than it is on the beach. I say we plough on.
This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I don't know what to say right now.
Door 3 doors are opening.
I never had the money to go travelling. I've never done anything that's been a bit sort of edgy, that's been a bit dangerous, I guess. I don't think I'm as confident as I say I am, and I think a lot of what I do can be a front. The sort of persona of alpha male to me is everything my stepdad was. I saw enough of him growing up to realise who not to be. I guess it's time to find out who I really am.
Keep coming, we're only 100 metres away!
I keep saying it's like the beach is 100 metres away. Sort of getting a little bit pissed off because we've been walking for about fucking miles and it's not here. Tempers are fraying.
At the back, 51-year-old builder Andy is struggling to keep up.
At the moment, it's like every man for himself. Fuck's sake. First, cut.
We've not even made any ground, and we are all fucked.
Joe, offer Andy and help you. He's carrying a really awkward box on his own. I know it's a ball-ache kid, but you're carrying one of the fucking easiest things in the world, as heavy as it is. I know it's heavy.
I'm a fuck, pal. No, I'm not.
But it's easy.
You want to carry this bag? It's fucked. I'll swap you now, mate, if you want.
At the front, Paul pushes on, despite the group's growing dissent.
We got lights in those cameras, Sam.
Bit of infrared.
How you doing, mate? Some people ain't playing ball.
In what way? What do you mean?
Cracking on with fuck all, you know? We could all do that, like a hero with a machete. Come on, fuck's sake. I know we all want to get on, but you've got to think of everybody else now. We're a team. You can't just be selfish, you know?
Oh, there's a bit of light, look. This is amazing.
I found the sea.
Yeah, to go beach! Come on! We're boy! Come on!
Booyah!
Beach!
Pina coladas.
was the hardest thing I've ever done.
Fuck! See, I never thought I'd be so happy to see the beach in my entire life.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Fuck.
Nice one, mate.
Never doubted myself. Never underestimate your own abilities.
The sun's just beginning to set, so we're just in time. And everyone is on such a high right now. That's a whale! That's a whale!
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm stood here watching the sunset, and there's whales swimming past us. Pretty cool. Don't get that often, do you?
You all right? About 2 minutes sleep, I think, one time.
16 hours ago, I dropped 14 ordinary British men on a remote desert island.
I haven't slept for a minute. Not 1 minute.
They have spent their first night on the beach with no shelter.
Is that really shit?
Oh, what have we done? You ever get that realisation you've done something you didn't quite think all the way through?
At one point, I was shitting it, we're going to get washed away. I was like,
Did it get that close?
I mean, what, you can see the line, mate. You can see the line. The line's what? 3 foot away from where we were.
Look at that of rubbish on this beach.
Has anyone found a left shoe?
Yeah, but these, I'm not too sure if I'm going to go for these.
What? Oh, you!
Bit last season.
Hey, lads, look. Found it. Pink pair. These are bloody comfortable. Look at these bad boys.
This is the male version.
The men came onto the island with just a day's supply of drinking water.
Mouthfuls.
But after yesterday's arduous trek in 34-degree heat, it's all but gone.
Tropical storm season, really, there shouldn't be any shortage of water on the island. And obviously rain itself is drinkable without purification. But once it hits the ground, it becomes contaminated. All sorts of bacteria and nasties there. From experience, I can tell you, animals aren't fussy about where they crap.
Oh my God.
The amount of crap that's in there. It's fucking horrible.
Without boiling, this rancid water would almost certainly give the men stomach cramps and diarrhea.
It's not salty, but...
No, I'll tell you what, I've had hangover shits that smell better than that.
Guys, can we...
Like
why
a
do
northern
we all
Stephen
kind of gather in and have some sort of conflab about what we're going to do today?
Yeah, I think that might be a very good idea, Piers.
Go on, guys, gather round.
Right, plan of action, lads.
Yeah. We 100% need to try and make a fire now.
If we don't make a fire and something to boil new water, we're going to be in bad shape by tomorrow morning.
Food is becoming a priority very quickly for a lot of people.
We're going to have to get something substantial to eat fairly soon. Right, meeting adjourned.
Shall we dance, sir? Let's go.
The men decide to split up. Having eaten nothing since they arrived, the majority of the group head off to look for food, while engineer Dan and builder Andy take on the fire lighting.
It's quite a lot of pressure to get this fire going. You're down?
I'm up, yeah.
Right. To me. Awesome.
That is not an ideal start, is it? That did 1 stroke. Oh, lads.
I shot my load.
Round about here, there's about 6, maybe 10 snails and shit, yeah?
Along the coast, 47-year-old Vic has decided to put Joe, the group's youngest member, to work.
We should definitely have put some fucking shoes on.
That might have been a wise idea, fella. Oh! Just anything. Limpets, crabs, give 'em a crack. Snails, you spot them, fella, and I'll club them. Do these snails bite? I feel sure something with legs is going to come out of there, innit? And nip me. Don't put your finger where you won't put your dick, because it might get bit.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how the nearest we get to Michelin star. Will we put it on a bed of anything?
One.
A morning's hard graft provides nothing more than a handful of limpets.
Give it a good old cheer.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Yeah, tough.
Limpets are horrendous.
You don't buy them in supermarkets, do you? So they're not known for being very nice. I don't think they're very nice at all.
For now, the men will have to go hungry.
Stop. Who said there's no smoke without fire?
Lying bastards.
Fire's pissed me off a little bit. I just don't know what we're doing wrong.
Lighting a fire has become an urgent priority. It's 34 degrees in the shade, and the men have had little to drink in the past 12 hours.
We've got no water.
None at all?
None.
I had a piss 20 minutes ago, and it was like pissing lion's golden syrup. I had to push it out.
That is not viscous and clear.
No, it's definitely not.
The men are starting to show the telltale signs of serious dehydration.
Thirsty. Really bloody thirsty.
Gone out, hasn't he?
Fuck all.
The vultures are circling already. Can you look at the size of that?
Jesus.
That's prehistoric.
How about your glasses? Do you reckon we could... Can I try your glasses?
Try it, mate.
Yeah.
With their need for fire now critical, web consultant Kyle has an idea he wants to try.
We've got Andy's glasses. Just basically using the sun to focus that in one point is giving us quite a lot of heat.
Come on.
Don't think that's going to work, the old glasses.
Let go, let go.
Oh, go on, Andy, lad!
Sticks.
Get the little sticks. Preparation. Where's the next lot of
Where's the
sticks?
rest of the shit? Where's the rest of the stuff?
Sticks.
Fucking sticks!
Get up there.
Get up there, get up there.
And again, this way, right side, fellas.
No, right, right, put it up, mate. Breathe it.
Go on, Andy.
Do we, are we going to walk in? Then go on, so don't burn your fingers.
Blow hard, it'll go.
Come on.
Go on, Andy, big blows.
That's it.
Come on, it's nearly there. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You got it, you got it, you got it.
Everybody else.
You got it, you got it, you got it!
Twigs.
Keep going!
The little twigs.
Yeah. Twigs. Behind you! Behind you! Twigs.
Yeah! Bingo. Well done, you two.
It was Kyle that started it.
Good. Of course it was.
He showed me the way and I followed through.
That's it. We've done well. We got there.
Absolutely brilliant and well done. What a dark horse, excuse the pun. We all take it back about the IT guy.
Fucking yes!
Well done, Kyle.
After 8 hours of trying, the men finally have a fire on which to boil the stagnant water.
I'm going to drink and drink and drink until my piss runs clear.
And your verdict is?
I mean, it's almost not normal water. There's a bit of sort of pond in there.
That is top notch.
It doesn't taste like piss, does it?
It's like motorway tea.
As long as the fire stays lit, the men will have a source of safe drinking water.
Chuffed to that. Chuffed to that.
What an achievement, eh?
But keeping it alight during tropical storm season will be a huge challenge.
Shit, look at that rain.
So look, like right there, tropical paradise.
Awesome.
And then
there,
shithole.
Shithole. It's like Waitrose and Aldi all in one picture. What I'm worried about is everyone's off doing other things, and in a minute it's going to be pissing down with rain. I actually think it'd be quite important to build a shelter for the fire.
I've not got the energy to build a shelter or anything at the moment. If I could, I would, I promise you.
A little bit worried about Andy. He seems to separate himself from the group a little bit. When everybody's together, he walks off. He's now making a bed over there, which just seems a bit childish. Feels like he doesn't want to be part of the group.
Hey ho, got a bed. All I want to do at the moment is get some sleep. Just some, you know? I think middle age has made me boring.
I've got a beautiful wife, lovely house, nice job, etc. All the stuff that most people strive to get. And yet I'm still searching for something. Perhaps all men get like that, I don't know. Perhaps I'm at a midlife crisis. I don't like myself as much as I used to, put it that way. I think I need a new adventure to put that right.
Oh. Help us get something just to cover this up, because it's going out already.
An hour before sunset,
the heavens have opened, as expected.
We've got a fire going. Yeah, but we've got which is brilliant. However, it is now pissing down with rain. We've got no cover over it whatsoever. We've got nowhere to sleep whatsoever. So I would say our priority is shelter. Honestly, in the politest way possible, we need to cover up this fucking fire because it's going to go out.
Without the fire, the men will have no means of purifying water to drink.
Who was doing the leaves? Is anybody getting the leaves to cover this?
That is going out in about half an hour.
Yeah, clusterfuck, or foobar, I don't know what the correct military term is. So now we've got 1 million people trying to do 1 million things. Hopefully we'll have 1 million answers.
Drives you fucking mad.
This rain is absolutely unbelievable. You don't ever see rain like this in the UK. Absolutely, completely stoking.
8 p.m, the men are still desperately trying to make a watertight shelter to save their fire.
Over and under, that's it. See if we can bend it, Barn.
In this part of the Pacific, storms can last for days and dump inches of rain in an hour.
It's a great night. Obviously, we're staying dry under the shelter that we've made. It's a good job we made it, otherwise we'd be absolutely saturated right now. The roof might need possibly a tweak or two. There is a minor bit of snagging before practical completion. It's just something simple, like perhaps taking the whole fucking thing down and redoing it. Has anyone checked on Andy? Oh, good goal. Andy!
Andy! Andy!
We've got a headlight, guys.
Andy chose to not help the group in any way, shape or form and went off on his own.
Andy's here. Vic, Andy's here under the tree.
I think Andy needs to get a little bit more involved with us all, to be honest.
It absolutely pissed down last night. Everyone was awake and everyone was just so wet through. I was sat there and I was just thinking, what am I doing here? I feel kind of pissed.
Yeah.
It's weird. I feel like I've had a couple of pints.
Can't move my legs. I've sat up, I just can't move.
Is the bed paralysed you?
Yeah.
That's great.
Completely numb from cock down.
6 a.m. Last night, a violent tropical storm battered the island. After a desperate struggle, the group managed to save their fire with a small temporary shelter. But the men themselves had no protection from the elements.
Video diary. I don't know what day it is. I don't know if it's day 2, day 3. Still no sleep after getting on the island. I think I've had about, honestly, swear to God, an hour's sleep. I can't do it. I've got to think about myself now, you know?
Yeah.
I've been up all fucking night. I'm a mess because of it.
Sleep really is critical to survival because it affects our physical and our mental health. When you get enough of it, it helps your body to recover, to heal, you process thoughts, process memories, but when you don't get enough of it, that's when you become careless, it affects your decision-making abilities, and it can even lead to depression.
Young fella? What's up?
No, I'm struggling a bit, I think. At the moment.
With?
The mentality of it all. You know what I mean? I think you got to get yourself in like in the zone, as it were. And I'm struggling to find the zone at the moment.
I'm really worried about Joe. He's just kind of wandering around, sitting down, head in his hands. Kind of looks like he's feeling sorry for himself, really. And he's obviously missing home.
What's her name?
Charlotte.
Maximum 3.
You miss her, mate, don't you?
So we made it in 2.
Yeah. Best thing that happened to me, huh?
How long have you been together?
5 years. For the first time ever since I met her that I've gone 24 hours without speaking to her, so...
In fact, you might.
Come on, dude, hug it out. You'll be fine, mate. You'll be absolutely fine. I promise you. You'll be fine. Honestly.
If I don't have a good night's sleep fairly soon, I'm going to end up throttling someone inadvertently. I'm not joking. I'll lose my rag.
I want a bed to sleep in that I'm not going to get soaking wet.
The group are relying on their two builders, Andy and Paul, to construct a new watertight shelter. But both have a very different idea about where to put it.
We need to pick a location to build this shelter on.
Correct.
We have two potential locations. Andy, is your place on the beach?
Yeah. We can clear these little bits of thicket and brush easily.
Yeah.
Look, we've got a pit there for a fire pit. So this is absolutely perfect camp. Job's good.
Is this is not Andy's, is it?
You're more exposed to the tides, you're more exposed to the weather, and we're going to get bitten to smithereens by sandflies.
It's not an option.
No way.
Andy's camp, it looks like it'll flood at the tidal surge. There's plastic bottles everywhere. I think we'll get bitten to shit.
Pointless. Give me my opinion, mate. Fucking nobody listened to fucking me.
I would love to have come down here for Andy's sake and gone, this is fucking brilliant, mate.
Yeah.
But the trouble is, we walked in here and I kept my mouth shut, but within 30 seconds, everyone went, are you fucking joking?
I'm a builder. People get me in to fix anything. Customers phone me up to put their IKEA bedroom stuff together. It's like, well, fuck you then.
With Andy's site rejected, Paul shows the men his preferred location.
Because it's elevated, this is not really going to get that wet.
It's got a fairly good canopy. We can all sleep here on the dry.
Correct. You've got a nice little breeze coming through as well.
Yeah, I like this place.
Right, what do you want me to do, Paul?
Well, what we need now, cross members.
I've bitched about Paul being a volcanic rhinoceros, but you know what? He's single-minded, but he makes clear decisions and sticks by them. And he's been right more than he's been wrong so far.
Ah! We're fucking saved. We'll be all right now. Knew there was power on the island.
How you find it?
I'm a bit shocked at how
difficult.
How difficult it's been.
We're all here doing the same shit.
Yeah.
We're all not sure whether we should see it, bush.
Determined to boost Joe's morale and keep his mind off home, father of three Vic has asked him to join in with the shelter build.
It's a challenge. A fucking challenge. You'll adapt to all this quicker than any of us will. Far quicker. It's a case of making sure everybody guides everybody else in the right direction. I do firmly believe we will become an excellent team to the point of becoming almost like a tribe.
Let me just say, building camp at the top of a steep hill in the middle of rainy season is the stupidest idea ever had.
A chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
And I'm obviously the weakest link.
Joe, you're not the weakest link, you're just missing home. It's a natural thing to feel.
Yeah.
I think some people do think I'm the weakest link, mate.
I don't
Do you think that?
I don't think
No, but I think you do.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Crikey, what's made you think that?
Day one when I met you, you've been shouting orders at me from
Have
day
I?
dot.
No.
But we're carrying stuff in and out of a jungle, and I've got a really heavy rucksack on my back, and you're saying, Joe, I think it's a good idea if you do this. Joe, I think it's a good idea if you do that. Right, you've not been shouting orders at anyone else, but I think you feel that I'm the youngest, therefore, naturally, you've got some authority over me. And that's been grinding on me a little bit.
Joe intimated that I'd been giving him a hard time, which I truly have only tried to be positive with everybody. I was devastated. You're being aggressive.
Tell you what.
You're being passive-aggressive, and that's not fair. All right?
He just told me I'm being passive-aggressive when we're having a laugh.
However bad your situation is, you can't wallow in negativity. You know, survival is about dogged determination, learning from your failures, and never giving up. And Churchill once said a great quote. He said, if you're going through hell, keep going.
My balls are doing the backstroke in a bucket of sand. I'm hungry, I'm tired. And all that's going through my head is, I don't self-harm at home, so why the hell am I self-harming out here?
6 a.m.
I've never been in an environment where last night you hear a thunderstorm and it's now daylight and it's still thundering and it's still raining.
Overnight, torrential rain has once again battered the island. The men have managed to protect the fire, but their spirits are low.
It is a bit mind-boggling that you can have this much rain for so long, it just keeps coming.
Yesterday, the men started work on a new shelter. But only half built, it was no match for the elements.
I massively underestimated this place, massively. I'm soaked to the skin and have been for as long as I can remember. Last night, when I got my first hunger rumble, food's playing on my mind a lot more. It's hard.
This is apocalyptic weather. It's going to threaten to wash us out of this camp.
For the third night in a row, the men have barely slept.
The positive? It's daytime. I can see how crap it is.
Here in the tropics, when it rains,
it's not just nice British drizzle. It's torrential. We can hardly hold a conversation. You've got to spend so much time and energy trying to keep your fire alight when you could be out there fishing or hunting or making shelters. However strong and determined, after a while, it saps you. You know, it saps your spirit in the same way it saps a life out of a fire.
I cannot face another day on here. Honestly, I can't. I'm at the stage of almost a breakdown, to be totally honest. You just can't imagine how tough it is. Unbelievable.
the island's youngest member, Joe, says he's had enough.
4 weeks I knew would be a push for me. 6 weeks I didn't think I'd ever make. The pain that I'm going to go through here, leaving the loved ones at home, Charlotte, all the rest of it.
Then why did you sign up?
I don't know.
At 10 a.m, the storm finally passes. Determined to leave as soon as possible, graphic designer Joe uses the emergency satellite radio to request an evacuation boat.
I just really strongly believe that as a person, physically, mentally, and all the rest of it, I'm not going to make the rest of the time on the island. And I've not made any rash decisions because I'm aware that you can make decisions in the heat of a moment, and I haven't. I just really fancy a margarita pizza.
Joe wants to go home. Can't believe it. He's not been here 4 days. We've not even started. And he wants to go home.
Joe has agreed to stay on the island for another 24 hours before making a final decision about whether he wants to leave.
You want it up there, mark it, and then we'll cut it. Is it long enough?
No. You can go halfway then.
In the jungle, work continues on the shelter.
Can you get that any higher?
The group have persuaded Andy to help out, hoping the prospect of a dry night will encourage him to stay.
Yeah, one there.
Yeah.
And then one down here.
Right, so not there then?
Eh?
So not there then?
I didn't say to put it there.
The whole reason I said I don't want to tie a sled knot in this piece because we need to get the piece of wood in there first.
Paul is a project manager in a construction company and Andy is a builder. Them two personalities just clash because one wants to tell the other one what to do and then this one wants to tell this one what to do.
All we need to do is tie this on here, please. That's all we need to do.
Yeah, but where's the bit of wood? Because I'm not tying a fucking knot if there ain't a bit of wood in it.
Look, that ain't going nowhere. That's the shape I want.
Andy really has a massive problem with me. Everybody's been tiptoeing around him for the past 4 days. He's just being a fucking prick. But what can you do? Something's going to explode at some point.
Since yesterday, Andy has been hinting that he too might request evacuation from the island.
Why are you threatening to go home, Andy?
All sorts of reasons, mate.
Come on, spit us out.
No, I don't need to.
Why are you so aggressive? I'm asking you a civil question.
Yeah, you've asked me it 3 times. The
Yeah,
first
tell us
time
what-
should have been enough, then the second time, now you're asking a
they
fourth
were
time.
different
And then
questions.
you're calling me aggressive because I don't want to answer a question that you've asked 4 times.
I haven't asked it 4 times.
You have.
I said, why do you want to go home? You went, because I do. I went, well, give us a reason. You went, I'm not going to give you a reason.
Exactly.
I said,
so
tell
then
us
you
one,
asked again,
there must
and then
be
you asked
a
again,
reason.
and then you asked again.
I didn't ask again, Andy.
You did.
What is the fucking matter with you?
Nothing the matter with me, son. At all.
Do we wedge that there and then prop it up?
Whatever Andy wants to do. I've had enough.
Hang on. They need your expertise.
I said, stop asking me, and he carried on asking me. Fucking unbelievable.
With the camp's 2 builders walking off the job, construction of the shelter grinds to a halt.
There's no doubt there's a lot of strong, pretty macho personalities on the men's island. And yeah, they're all trying to find their place in that pecking order. But the danger when you get these high-pressure situations like this is that the alpha males start to compete instead of cooperate. And then the danger is it blows a whole group apart.
I'm used to being in control. I'm used to being organised, everything running efficiently. It's what I do.
That ignorant twat wants to do it his way, and he hasn't got a fucking clue.
It makes your head, it's like it wants to implode.
Seriously, my will is a punch to the throat. He's down, gone, finished. It's over with. I walk away. Happy days. I can't do that here. Bang, done. Fat cunt. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of bad blood in camp at the minute, largely between Paul and Andy. We've got enough on our plate in this island without alpha male dick swinging.
I think everyone just needs to man the fuck up, really.
I just feel like everything I do, mate, he's just there, ready to fucking knock it down, you know, or criticise. It's like, fuck off, you know?
If he goes, I'll stay. He's my main problem.
So, I overheard a conversation with Andy. His exact words were, if Paul leaves, that'd be good, because then I will stay. I'm not dealing with that sort of immaturity. He's supposed to be a grown man. I'm not being blackmailed. I don't need to be surrounded by this immaturity. I might just have to go.
Are you thinking about fucking off?
Can't be fucking bothered.
Mate, you can't go, mate. You literally can't go.
Do you think that you would regret it later on?
You will regret it.
I think I won't.
Just suck it up, mate. Lift up your skirt.
Wash the sand out of your vagina, mate.
In a disastrous turn of events, 3 men, including the island's 2 builders, are now threatening to walk.
Andy, Paul, and Joe all want to leave this island. I'm amazed that they've come this far and want to give up so early.
As yet another storm hits the island, the men call a crisis meeting.
I know it sounds cutthroat, but we need to keep as many of those guys here as we can. But for any of them to change their mind is a win.
There's been so much discussion about people leaving. My personal opinion is that we are stronger together than we are apart.
Agreed.
Joe, my hope is that you might have thought
We've
differently
already done
overnight.
this. I've already had the chat with everyone. People have already said their thoughts. I've already said my thoughts, but
On that note, I will be saying no more. I'll just be waiting for the boat to arrive and to leave, OK?
Paul, would you just let us know how you're feeling at the moment?
I came to this island as a bit of a release, you know, to get away from my everyday life. I'm not really confrontational. I don't like having arguments with people. I'd rather just step away from the situation. The final nail in the coffin was to hear somebody say that it was good that I was going, which I thought was a bit of a shame, but in another way, it confirmed my decision. And in that case, that's why I decided to go.
if one goes, there's no point in the other going.
Right, here we go.
How we make that decision?
Here we go.
I have
This is
no
now we're
idea.
getting to the country. He's segregated himself from the group from day one. We're having a discussion, he doesn't want to know. We haven't got any beds, he makes himself a bed. He goes off and sulks. Somehow that's my fault.
I've had no sleep for 4 days.
Neither has anybody. I've had nothing to eat.
You've been sleeping. Sorry, mate, you've been sleeping.
Andy, nobody's had any sleep.
As a group, no one here has had enough sleep to give them the energy to do what they've had to do the next day. So you pointing the finger at me and saying, well, you've had sleep, fine, that's your problem.
I've been having a laugh up until I heard one of my teammates say they wanted me to go. I was having a right crack. Now I'm not.
In a community, not everyone gets on, and that is a fact of life, and we can't change that. So let's build our community. You and you, just keep your distance. At least we're together. We're 2 men up. We can build a shelter in a day rather than taking 2 days with 2 men down. The big strong man and the builder. You two fuck off, then we're fucked, aren't we?
See, I don't want to lose 2 builders, regardless of your characters.
We need you to stay.
I'm going to walk away, and then that would hopefully Andy can... No, listen. So Andy can enjoy his experience and hopefully thrive. Then you're not losing 2 people, are you? You're losing 1.
I'm leaving the island.
Whether Paul leaves or not?
Whether Paul leaves or not, I would rather Paul stay. He's a stronger man than me. He'll be more benefit to you. But either way, I'm sorry, I'm going.
For him to fucking say, I'm glad he's going, good, then I'll stay, then all of a sudden he hasn't got his own way again, and it's, oh, I'm going, there's other reasons. It's fucking immaturity. It's sulking and it's attention-seeking.
And you don't want to be scapegoat, I realise this.
Bollocks. I'm not having it. I am going off this island because I'm not being held responsible for that. End of story.
Next time on the Women's Island.
What? A huge fucking snake came towards me! Fucking hell!
At the minute, we are barely coping with the situation in which we find ourselves. Barely.
Oh, shit, no, wait, sit forward. We have nothing to drink. We don't know where we are.
Uninhabited Pacific Islands. More than 5,000 miles from the UK.
One will be inhabited by 14 British men, while a separate island will be home to 14 British women.
When pushed to the limits of human endurance,
will it be brute power or mental strength that wins the day?
Who will have what it takes to stay alive?
Tonight, we follow the women.
In 21st century Britain, old-fashioned ideas about men and women have disappeared. And traditional gender roles have become blurred.
Women are often expected to do it all, combining childcare with excelling at work.
Don't let that happen again. I don't know who's doing it. It's really, really embarrassing and unprofessional.
But if stripped of all of the advantages of modern life,
are multitasking 21st century women better cut out for survival than men? To find out, I'm abandoning 14 ordinary women to fend for themselves on a remote desert island.
A huge snake came towards me! It came right at me!
They will be utterly alone,
I need to be with my family.
filming everything themselves.
Right, you're filming me, filming you! That is the biggest shocker I've ever seen.
They'll have to hunt for food,
You're all right, you are. Oh!
for water,
Yeah, it's collecting water now.
and for shelter.
Oh, for f***'s sake.
The women will be taken to the very edge of existence, living on the island for 6 weeks in the middle of tropical storm season.
It's like a tornado. That is terrifying.
We need a radio-in medic now. It's not a programme, it's ridiculous. Wow.
Just remember to how you felt when you felt shit, okay? And leave it there.
when pitted against the extremes of nature, have these modern-day women got what it takes to survive?
Guys, That is a big
People hold a lot of their self-worth in things like money, what they're able to buy, what car they have, what clothes they have, makeup, how beautiful they are. When all of that's gone on the island, I think it all comes down to what sort of a person you are.
I think you've got to be slightly mental to want to do this, right? I think you've got to be slightly off your tree. As human beings, it's the closest we're going to come to a reboot.
I'm about to abandon 14 British women on a remote, uninhabited Pacific island.
I want my daughter to know that her mum is actually quite brave and she's not just this person that's there to make tea. I want to show her that you can do anything.
Really looking forward to going back to the hunter-gatherer, our animalistic roots and finding your own food. I think it's only by pushing yourself to these extremes that you get to find out who you truly are.
These are ordinary women with no previous experience of surviving in the wild.
I'm not going on because I can kill an animal and I know I can survive and I can chop down a tree. I'm doing this because I can't, but I'm eager to see if I can.
It's the adventure. There's so much I haven't seen. There's so much I haven't done. I'm running out of time and I might be running out of health.
How fast are we going right now?
About 30 knots. We can go really fast if you want.
I think people often think that to be good at adventure or survival, you've got to have big muscles. But actually, in the battle to stay alive, it's one in here and in here, not on these.
Get me on the island, all of us girls. I think we will not only survive, but I think we'll thrive.
This is your island, straight ahead.
There's no beach!
There are a lot of currents around this, okay? So I'm going to try and find these little areas of slack water to get you in.
Unpredictable riptides and hidden rocks make these waters treacherous. This is the closest I can get the boat to the shoreline.
I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you guys. It is going to be hard. It's going to be hard physically. It's going to be hard emotionally. And the thing to remember is positivity, positivity, positivity.
It's not the white beaches and the sun that we were daydreaming of. I was okay until I got to this point, and now I'm really panicking.
How deep is that?
You know, it is going to be out of your depth. There are rocks in there. Just be smart.
To get to the island, the women have no choice but to swim to the shore in the clothes they're wearing.
It's the thought of being all night, no dry clothes and no fire, because we have to make mistakes.
Don't think about it. Just one by one.
It's gonna take.
We'll just cuddle each other tonight.
Yeah.
Everyone's allowed the odd wind. Once we get you in the water, you'll be done with it. Yeah?
Can't
Then
get
it's
anywhere,
all, then it's all in front of you.
It's all uphill from here.
You'll be great. You'll be great.
It's all uphill from here. Yeah.
You're good to go.
Let's go for it.
The women take with them bags and cases containing their filming equipment and medical supplies.
This is croc territory. Let's get you out of the water as fast as we can. Okay, let's go.
From this moment on, they'll be completely alone.
Who are you? George. George, excellent.
I'm Becky.
Becky, hi Becky. Happy. So nice to meet you. I'm Harvella. Nice to meet you. What do you do?
I'm a psychotherapist.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Belinda. Jamie.
Nice to meet you. What's your name? Becky, hello. Belinda. So emotional.
Well, that was suitably chaotic. You know, it's 4 o'clock. It's going to get dark here in a couple of hours. And already, you know, there've been 15 minutes chat on the beach. They need to work hard, get moving. But, you know, it's nothing I can do. These are things they're going to find out.
It's time for me and the crew to leave. We won't be back till the end of the experiment.
peeing. I'm peeing, I'm peeing, I'm peeing. Oh, I still need to pee.
I don't know if I want to pee through my trousers.
The women's home for the next 6 weeks is this remote, uninhabited Pacific island. To make sure they have a fighting chance of survival, I've ensured there is enough water, indigenous animals and vegetation to keep them alive. But only if they have the ingenuity to find it, catch it and kill it. I've dropped the group in the most inhospitable part of the island. There's unforgiving jungle and deadly creatures all around. Now just 2 hours before sunset, the group need to move away as quickly as they can.
Are you still weeing, Jade?
I'm weeing. I need to find that peaceful moment where I can actually wee. But the thing is I'm weeing, and then I push more and I'm weeing more. I think it's because I've held it in for so long.
Guys, it's really dense up here, so we need to get moving.
We're just going to try and take all the kit up this slope, basically. Bring it up, because I think the tide's coming in, and then try and find somewhere to fucking sleep.
Can you take this camera, of course?
All of the women will be filming, but 4 of the group are trained and experienced camera operators.
Hello again.
They'll be living under exactly the same conditions as everyone else.
Please, could you just push me at my back? No, it's my weight. I can't get it up.
Here, wait.
Grab my hand. That's it. That's what I needed.
The women have no food and just 1 day's supply of drinking water.
We need a decent place to sleep tonight because it's nearly dark.
We're not going to have it here. We need to, we actually need to go. We really do.
Right, who wants to carve the way?
To stand any chance of surviving, they've been provided with 3 knives, 3 machetes and some basic fishing equipment.
Anybody that's using a knife, just tell us. Don't whip it out.
Guys, are we going right or straight?
Guys, should we get together and have a chat? Because
let's ask her.
Let's come up, there's a clearing.
With little daylight left, the group's priority must be to find a safe place to camp and quickly.
We can't just come off a boat and stay in the same place.
100%.
Do you want to lead the way? Make a decision. You lead the way. Anywhere you think it looks the clearest, we'll follow you.
I'm not going that way, right? It's more dense and the light is through over here, so I want to go over here.
Guys, be really careful when you come in on this trail.
I'm still going up.
Keep going, keep going. Need to get the fuck out.
What? Oh. Right, stay still. We've got dinner.
Oh my God.
What is it? Snake. It's right near me.
A huge fucking snake came towards me.
I think what you need to do...
Fucking hell.
Right, it's going up the tree, girls. Shall I just chop its head off?
It came right at me.
What? What's head?
And it came straight towards me. I nearly stood on it. That's why I ran away. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna fucking die on this
You're all right.
island.
You're not going to die. You are not going to die.
It came right towards me like that.
Just breathe slowly and walk up to me
How
now.
am I gonna sleep in this island?
Come on. What's her name?
Jamie.
Jamie, come to me.
Oh my God.
Just come to me. Right, I'll come to you.
Oh.
To be honest, I'm frightened of everything. Bugs and snakes and crocodiles and sharks. But I really, really want to overcome the fear. Materialistic things really shouldn't matter, but unfortunately they do matter a lot to me. I can't imagine what it's going to be like going back to complete and utter basics. It might change me into a new woman completely. I have no idea.
Oh, I was on the island for 2 minutes and a snake attacked me. Fuck me. I don't want a snake coming towards me.
Take a deep breath, please.
Okay,
Just
okay.
in. Just stand still and breathe in. Right, and breathe out. It's not going to get you.
It looks like it's bloody
It's bloody not. Stop fucking looking for it.
So basically, the whole place is crawling with snakes. Go on, move on. Keep moving. I want to get out of here.
When you're pushing through dense jungle into the unknown, everything is a potential threat. You've got caiman crocodiles, you've got snakes, you've got wild pigs, all of which are most likely to attack when they're surprised. You let your guard down, the wild is going to bite you on the backside hard.
I feel like everything's crawling.
It's not. You've got to try and just take your mind away and just pretend you're walking through some lovely area of a botanical garden.
Oh, shit, they're yucca. Oh, where? Right in front of us. Look. We got a yucca. Guys, we need to get our priorities straight.
It's an early win. They've identified a valuable source of carbohydrate.
We're getting too excited about yucca. I'm actually quite concerned about sleeping, not yucca.
This is nuts. I didn't know places like this existed.
Oh, my hair. It's caught on a bike.
Okay, more spikes.
Guys, there's spikes on this that you can't even see.
We're getting denser. Is everybody happy to continue through this?
Well, I think we need to think about how much sunlight we have left.
If I have to, I'll walk through the dark because I am not sleeping here because of that snake.
I'm with you on that one.
I don't know what else is here.
With light running out fast, the women are no closer to finding a beach to set up camp.
Guys, where we just stopped, where there is quite a big open space, this might be a good place to just base.
Let's do it.
Right. I really, really do feel like I want to get out of this area because I feel like we've made absolutely zero progress. Let's get out of here. It's really making me quite anxious and stressing me out.
14 British women have been abandoned on a remote Pacific island with nothing but the clothes they stand up in and a few basic tools.
What I want to find out is, has all of this cushioning that civilization has experienced, has it made us totally lose touch with that survival instinct that I believe is deep within us all?
With night closing in, the women have decided to abandon their search for a beach and set up camp in the jungle, taking their chances with the deadly critters.
Strength isn't an outward thing, it's an inner thing, it's an inner quality. And whether you're a man or a woman, you can have that. It's about how you react to the hardship.
Rain, rain, go away, come again when we get off this island.
Just got changed and now it's raining, so I've only got my normal pants.
If the women are to survive, they'll need to live through 6 weeks of the tropical storm season. At its worst, the torrential rain can dump up to an inch of water in an hour.
My current knickers and trousers are wet through, so I feel like I've wet myself a bit. I'm wearing a shitty nappy. I have dry socks though, which are in my bra, keeping even drier.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Without shelter, the only protection the women have from the elements is their raincoats and ponchos.
It's absolutely hideous. It's going to get dark soon. And that will mean that there's no heat at all. So we will go to bed cold and damp. And we'll have to sleep on a cold and damp jungle floor.
Look at my fucking hands. I'm a hairdresser. And, like, I can't afford this.
Do you want to see the water coming out of my socks on film?
Don't worry.
7 p.m. and the women are determined to get a fire started.
If you can find another tree with some of that, great, but that'll burn very, very quickly.
It's cold and it's horrible. I'm trying to actually not even think about it. That's what I'm trying to do at the moment, just focus on what's going on and not focus about the dark. Because if we don't get a fire and we sit down, awful.
After just 2 days survival training, Becky, Georgina and their team have made a bow and drill.
And we move this really slow and low, Becky.
I like it long and I like it slow.
Spinning one piece of wood against another should create enough friction to produce a burning ember.
I mean, honestly, who'd be a bloody caveman?
We've done it once, we'll do it again. We can do this, girls. We can do it. We can do it.
Right back in.
We're all so desperate to make fire, and the conditions are just so wet. I just have a feeling we're going to stay up all night and try and make fire.
Is there any smoke coming from there at all?
How long do you think the girls have been at it now?
3 hours, maybe more than 3 hours.
These women I'm with are amazing. I've gone from absolutely terrified to sheer thrill and enjoyment.
Oh, there's tons of smoke. It's like a friggin' wigwam.
Keep going.
Don't think I can hold it much longer.
Bloody good ember.
We're going for it.
Maybe it's going too far on that.
Very nearly there.
Here we go!
Oh my God! Wow! Again, just pull me out! Oh my God!
Us women just like to do this by persistence.
Becky and her team's determination has paid off.
Not even a little fire.
Fucking giant one!
After just 5 hours of trying, these women have achieved what took mankind hundreds of thousands of years.
Guys, how are we actually feeling about the fire?
But almost more importantly, what it does for the women is going to give them a sense that they're gaining control of their environment.
Is everyone stripping off? Oh.
Just got my dress stuck in my knickers. I don't want to sound too cocky too early.
No, I don't think we should.
I don't think we should at all. But right now,
we're winning.
Oh! Jesus. Fuck me! What the fuck is that?
Please tell me that's not a spider.
It's that big crab over there. Can you see it, Jules?
Oh my God, there's no way I can sleep here. Fucking hell!
We're not staying here tomorrow. We're all going together and we're going that way, and we're not going to stop until we find a framing beach.
Oh, no.
Lady's got crabs.
The women have had a restless first night on the damp jungle floor.
I tried to have some sleep, but the noises in the night and the crabs that were creeping up on us, I just couldn't. I just sat up all the time with the torch, the head torch like that.
I did. I woke everybody up with my farts.
You did about 5 or 6 big loud ones.
Yeah, well, no, they weren't loud. Oh, no. You just decided to sleep where I farted.
This is that yucca, and it's a bit like a potato.
Despite lack of sleep, Julie's playing mum and has rustled up a little breakfast.
We're very excited. We've got our first foods.
Oh, hang on.
Oh my God. Not as nice as normal food.
When we're actually starving, it'll be absolutely amazing.
The group may have found food,
Add to the collection.
Oh, it's swollen.
It was really
but during the night, it's the women themselves that are featured on the island menu.
Look at my back. I've got like a full face of spots. I can't even like wipe my eyes because my hands are dirty. Look at my nails. Basically, I can't be dealing with this. One side of me is like, I want to do this, I love nature, I am one with nature. And the other side of me is just like, look at my fucking face.
You're kidding me.
You know, what the fuck, like?
You always look gorgeous when you're young. You do. Don't they?
Exactly.
You know.
We're all young. Your boobs are better than mine.
Well, mine are false.
The urgent priority for the group is to find a safe place to camp, away from the jungle creatures and near a sustainable water source.
There's only going to be, what, about 20 litres of water, and that's not lasting us 14 people for very long.
As nice as this camp is, we want to... I am trying to be nice. Go and find beach.
Yeah.
So one group's going to go look, and one group's going to stay here.
Who's in the go group?
Me.
Can I come?
Yeah.
Have you got your whistles? and
Yes,
your
we're whistled
bandages?
up.
Hold on a minute. You think that you can walk right round this island?
We
in the
don't
water?
know anything. It's trial and error, isn't it?
I think this decision has been made a little too quickly, and I just think we need to plan.
Why don't we just stay here for another few hours thinking about it? Or we could go. Are you not coming now?
Yeah, I am.
Off your butt, then. We're off. I've done the children, I've been mum, I've done my business. I'm at this age now where I need to do something for me. When I was younger, I did want to do certain things, but I never had actually either the balls or the friends to do it with me, and I didn't have enough balls to do it on my own. And now I want to see if I can cope.
So do you see if we go to the end of that bit there and see what's around the corner?
I wish I had water with me.
With nothing to carry it in, Abby and Fran's group set off with no water.
I'm really hoping we find a beach because last night was not fun. My body does not like this at all.
I hope there's paradise beyond these rocks.
Finding a good camp is a key priority.
They'll need a base with vital resources close at hand. The sea for food, the materials to build a shelter, and a plentiful water source.
Let that be a beach, please.
Oh my God, it's grim.
I have a feeling when the tide is high, that disappears.
Yeah. What, the whole of that?
I agree.
And that's a mangrove there.
Yeah.
This whole thing's been futile around this side, then. This is shit. What do you want to do?
I need to have a drink. So we have a good trek to get back to
Drink Town.
I'm like shattered. We can't let this island take its toll on us on the second day. It's hot, we don't have water. Just even trekking is a risk right now.
The women have left themselves exposed in oppressive 30-degree heat with nothing to drink.
I'm sick. I'll have to sit down in a minute, I'm going to collapse.
It's a long way back to their temporary camp.
Guys, we've had a fall.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, don't panic.
Shit, no, don't. You all right?
Moment. Oh, shit, no, wait. Sit forward. Sit forward. Got to sit forward. Okay, there we go. Just put your head down low. Low. Don't headbutt anything.
So sorry, I know.
Just stop apologising.
In temperatures like this, the women have got to drink a lot, between 2 and 4 litres of water a day. If they don't, they're finished.
Come on, friend.
Do a little walk.
My parents were Iranian, like, very overprotective, and I have literally lived such a sheltered life.
All of the decisions in my life have been made for me. All they ever see is just study and get married.
I want to prove that I can be independent, that I can survive, and that I can make decisions for myself.
Yeah, go back, get drink.
That's it, I just feel like I'm on a bomb.
I actually just thought we'd find some idyllic beach within 24 hours, but actually the reality is we're actually only something like, oh God, a few hundred metres away from where we jumped out the stupid boat. So right now I feel a bit of a failure. I can't believe we can't get out of here.
The whole notion of surviving on a tropical island may sound idyllic, but the reality behind the picture postcard fantasy is brutal. And it may look like paradise, but trying to survive on an island like that really can be hell on earth.
I've been trying to keep these tears in all along.
Stop it, Jade. Just try and stop. Just try and stop, because it'll make you feel worse by crying.
It's not great. It's not great, I'm not gonna lie.
Day 3 on the island. The women have been forced to spend another night of misery in the jungle after failing to find a safe place to camp with a water source.
Everybody just needs to find that bloody beach, because I'm not staying here again tonight. No way.
Stop with the tears, because it isn't going to do anything. It's not going to change anything.
I think Jade's really struggling with just getting used to, like, island life, as we all are.
I know that sounds really harsh, and I'm not being a bastard. I'm trying not to be,
it's the
but
truth, yeah, I get you. I understand what you mean.
I sometimes, with my children, have to just say, shut up. Do you know what I mean? To pull them round. Or can't you channel your anger through somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm angry with Bear Grylls.
Yeah. Go with that thought.
Yes.
Just go with that thought.
Yeah, I'm really angry with Bear Grylls.
More desperate than ever to get out of the jungle, the women are sending out another search party to find a beach camp.
Can we form a circle or something so we can have a chat?
But before they leave, Jade has an announcement to make.
I am not prepared for something like this. I'm really, really glad that I've come here, but I don't want to continue.
That's perfectly fair.
What is it that tipped you over the edge that you just can't cope with anymore?
Everything's wet, even my socks are wet, my shoes are wet. I've got bites all over my hand, on my face, and yeah, they go in, and that look as bad.
Did you not think that was always going to happen, though? That we were going to get bitten and we were going to get wet?
You're wet and you're cold and you're this and you'll go back
And I'm ill.
have, and
I'm
you'll
unwell.
have food.
I'm unwell. I've been bitten to shit. I'm unwell. My health comes first. And
If we found the beach today, and if we did find the glorious beach, that things could be so different.
I don't know what to say. I know I can stay. I don't want to. Yeah, and that's, that's all honesty. Yeah. Put my hands up, you know. Put my shriveled, hanging nail off, bitten hands up.
Jade, I'm really enjoying the experience, but I don't like that I've been bitten on my face. I look like shit. I'm just looking at myself and I look like shit. I'm just kind of a bit over it. It's like, you know, if you don't want to be here, just fuck off.
Unable to persuade Jade to stay,
Foxtrot to Bravo.
the women have no choice but to use their emergency sat phone to request her evacuation from the island.
I know it's total bitching, but I'm just going to be honest. She comes across really unintelligent. She is not intelligent enough to actually realise what she was getting herself into coming on the island.
Bye, love. I can't get up. I've got nothing on my feet.
After less than 48 hours on the island, hairdresser Jade is making her way to meet the boat that will take her back to civilization.
What was the point of me waxing my bikini? I haven't even shown my legs yet.
The truth is, for the women on this island, every single one of them will have a low point. It is just the nature of survival. This is all about seeing who, in those moments, who rises and who crumbles.
Right, everyone take a whistle.
Thank you.
Great.
The women urgently need to get their search for a camp underway and find a permanent water source. Their original supply of drinking water has run out. All they have now is one muddy puddle.
We've gone that way, we've gone that way. The one direction we haven't gone is that way.
Yeah, that's
Correct.
the way I think.
This time, 58-year-old Forrester's daughter Fee will lead the expedition party's hunt for a beach.
I'm used to being in forests, and I'm not going to be really happy if people start telling me I'm going the wrong way. Yeah. The most important thing is that we go, and we go in a straight line.
7 women volunteer to join Fee on the trek, including furniture maker Kate.
She's got the sense of direction. I'm following her.
Abby, Fran and 3 others stay behind in their temporary camp to keep the vital fire alight.
We will come back with a beach.
Please do.
Go on, move on.
Fee's plan is to cut right through the dense jungle interior to the opposite side of the island.
This is not a decent route. It's full of vines and everything.
We're in a jungle.
I know.
Splitting up your group is a high-risk strategy. But if you do decide to send out an advance party...
Preparation, preparation, preparation. It really is fundamental to good survival.
And you've got to prepare for any eventuality.
One small mistake can quickly spiral out of control.
I've got our group water so we can keep hydrated.
With rations restricted, they've only brought 2 litres with them in improvised bamboo cups. In this heat, that's likely to last less than an hour.
I love it. I actually think that's really tasty.
It is nice, isn't it?
I think the bamboo flavours it.
In the last 9 or 10 years, I've been made redundant 4 times. I went from being this high-flying career woman to nothing. I don't think the children have anything about me that they would talk to their friends about. You know, Daddy designs roads for a living. I don't think there's anything that makes me amazing to them. I have to finish it and have to do it and make my children proud of me.
Fee?
What?
What about that way? That's downhill and there's lots of sunlight, which means...
No, we've had lots of patches with lots of sunlight. What we need to do is get up here. Fuck. George, I'm just going to forge ahead.
She's going through anything. Doesn't matter what it is, Fee's going to go through it. She's on a mission.
George, I have no idea if this is going to work. Who gives a fuck? At least we're trying.
Fee's expedition party are now deep in the island's jungle interior.
What? Ripped my trousers even more. They couldn't get any more ripped.
Fluids are running dangerously low, and they still have no idea how far they are from a beach or a water source.
They're just losing so much water.
In unrelenting 34-degree heat, the group are now sweating a litre of water an hour.
The more we're sweating, the more we're losing, aren't we?
Is that us run out of water now?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
We've run out of water, which is pretty stupid, actually, I think. God, this is nuts.
Lost and adrift in the jungle interior, the women have no idea when they'll find their next drink.
It's hard work. It's just draining. It's like being in a spider's web.
Is there any way to get fucking through?
This is looking better.
Wow, look at that. Sky! Woo!
I can smell the sea. Fuck! If we get there, can we have a celebratory swim? I'm not wearing any pants. We'll just have to go for the full-on muff. Full Monty. Whoa, I can feel it.
Yeah, it's here.
Oh, wow. I can see a fucking palm tree. Woo! Unless I'm delusional, that is the becking sea woman. This is for us. Guys, we found it!
Is there a beach?
Yes! Oh, God. Woo! Look at this.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, it's been fun.
Yeah!
Amazing! Oh my God, it's like a wave! Oh, the relief! Did you ever think we wouldn't make it?
I honestly didn't.
We did it! I know I'm gonna cry.
Come on.
Oh.
This is the most beautiful beach I've ever seen, and you know, if it was the most disgusting beach, it'd still be the most beautiful achievement, because that in there is horrific.
We're going swimming now in that cool Pacific water.
With the discovery of the beach comes a lifeline for the women.
Honestly, I feel so dry and dehydrated.
Based on my math, I was feeling like Gandhi's flip-flop. No energy. Oh.
We can clean our teeth and we can comb our hair. And I found some flip-flops.
The expedition party have discovered a beach, but they're yet to find a permanent water source.
It looks like it might rain. So we might actually be showered on all night tonight. Shit. Going down dark, we have no water, we have no fire, the sand flies everywhere. So, you know, there is potential for it to be amazing, but right now I'm just thinking, oh my God, how are we going to get through the night?
With night drawing in, the women have no choice but to sleep here and return to collect the others in the morning.
I can actually smell myself.
Yeah.
I completely hum.
Yeah. My armpits.
The worst thing is our feet.
With no shelter, the group will have to take their chances with the elements.
And the frustrating thing for me is we all bloody knew to go be prepared.
Oh my God.
3 a.m. and the heavens have opened.
Shivering, freezing cold. I don't like this.
The women's expedition party discovered a beach to base their camp, but haven't yet found the key to their survival, a sustainable water source.
We've huddled under about, well, all of the palm fronds that we found for our bed.
They're soaked through, stranded and dehydrated.
What the good thing is about getting this wet is that we can wring out our shirts and suck them, and I'm really not joking. At the minute, we are barely coping with the situation in which we find ourselves.
Barely. Are we? Hardly, actually. Barely.
Because we didn't prepare properly.
No.
That is the bottom line.
And now we're sitting in the fucking rain again. Incredible.
In the height of storm season, the weather can literally change in the blink of an eye. You know, 1 minute you're going to have scorching sunshine, the next thunder, lightning, torrential rain. And in these sort of extreme conditions, even the thickest jungle canopy is going to give you precious little protection.
7 a.m. It's day 4 on the island. At their temporary camp, the night of torrential rain has also had a disastrous consequence for the 5 women left behind.
The fire went out last night because of the weather. All the kind of wood and everything we need was wet. So when we put it on the fire, it just made the fire die. It's just gone out.
The situation is critical. Without fire, the group have lost their only means of purifying the water from the muddy puddle. They're now down to capturing rainwater in Beth's poncho.
This is what we're resorting to now. Roof water.
On the other side of the island, the expedition party is also having to rely on an alternative source of hydration.
Thank these coconuts are making my bowels move a little bit. So I'm gonna have to go and look for somewhere to try and do a poo. I may as well just do this. Stop. Because I've got no fucking trousers.
The women set off along the beach, scouring the area for a sustainable water source.
We saw all those riverbeds, and I reckon this is where one of them obviously comes out, because we've got this massive drainage point of all this fresh water.
Hang on. Are my eyes deceiving me, or is that a huge water source? It's slightly muddy, but it's not salty. We found water! We just need to find a container now to boil it in and fire.
The discovery of the water source means the women can use this beach as their permanent base.
Right, let's get going.
But before they make a camp, they face a daunting trek through the jungle to collect the others.
Have we got any water again now?
No, we've got nothing.
Have we not got any coconut water?
Nothing. We've got nothing. So we're going on this trek knowing that we're going to get absolutely fucked and dehydrated.
Now, honestly, I have no idea if this is right, but we've made a plan, so we've got to stick to it.
Navigating under thick jungle canopy is always going to be difficult. It's going to be unpredictable, you don't get reference points, you haven't got the sun to guide you. And embarking on a journey like that in 30-degree heat with no water, really, you're on borrowed time.
You need to do it like you mean it. Let me show you. Brilliant.
The women are marking their path to help find their way back to the beach on their return.
Found a period tree. It's on its monthly right now.
Let's go this way. It looks like there's a bit of a path.
I think we should be going more that way.
Which way? No.
That's going back on ourselves.
Exactly. We've just got to keep going this way, I'm afraid.
This is actually the opposite direction. We're going back towards the beach. What the fuck is this?
The expedition party are deep in the jungle interior and have mistakenly headed north in the wrong direction from their temporary camp. Now completely lost, they're doubling back on themselves.
You know, you have to ask yourself the reason they haven't come.
Do you think they're not coming?
Well,
got to come back.
Abby and the others have been unable to relight their fire and have run out of drinking water. They are now desperate for the other women to return.
I'm really fed up. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days, 100 metres from being dropped off. It's crazy.
Which way do you think our current base is?
Well, I think it... Oh, fuck. I'm so confused, I don't know.
The expedition party remain lost and dangerously dehydrated.
What just happened there?
I was just calling so that hopefully the base camp will be able to hear the hello and make a sound back. Hello!
Listen.
Hang on. Shush, shush. Blow again. It was a one-whistle response.
Yeah, that way.
They definitely whistled. I wouldn't be surprised if they couldn't find a whistle at the other camp, and that's why they didn't reply.
Hello!
Fuck! That's
a bird. It's a minor bird.
So it's fucking birds.
I think it's birds, yeah.
Fucking birds.
We got a bit prematurely excited.
Right, where the fuck do we go now?
Moving through jungle, you get wall after wall of dense undergrowth. And what happens when everything looks the same, it's so easy to lose your bearings. And then you get that rising sense of panic.
So that big tree there, it's got all my slash marks in it from the way we came.
I think you're getting really confused with the directions because if you go up that hill, that is where we just came from.
Except we came up from a beach there.
We did not come from there, Fee, because I've been marking trees all along that route there.
I tell you, no, there's a much clearer way of saying it. The ocean...
All I will say, Fee, at the moment is that your way of saying it is that I'm right and everybody else is wrong. You're the one who's confident to say, I've got a great sense of direction, but you're not taking anything from anybody else.
There's another slash mark here.
Oh, no.
We have nothing to drink. We don't know where we are. Let's do my head in.
I can't remember the time I felt this thirsty. How critical do you think our situation is now?
I'm absolutely crapping my pants now. All I care about is water. That is all I care about, water.
It's more than 24 hours since the expedition party left their temporary camp and are now further away than ever. Back at base, the situation is critical too.
Well, they're not coming for us today, are they? Happy fucking Mondays.
The women left behind are struggling to find dry wood to relight the fire, and without this, they can't purify the remaining water in the puddle. And they've barely eaten for 4 days.
You think we should start a fire?
Yes. Do you want to start clearing all that shite off the fire, Fran?
I can't, my heart's beating like that.
Well, so's everybody's, Fran. We're all in the same boat. What for now?
Let's not be bitchy, please. People can manage and people can't, and we'll have our ups and downs, but let's not bitch.
I'm sorry.
No, come and sit here.
Don't talk.
Just come and sit here. Come and sit on the comfy chair. And sit there. Right, don't let anyone fuck you off. Breathe in slowly, please.
I haven't got a problem with her crying. I've got a problem with her sitting on her arse saying she doesn't feel well and not doing anything. All our hearts are beating fast.
Julie, you just order me about all the time.
Because you do not.
I do. Oh my God.
No, that's not true. That's absolutely not true.
I trapped the first day. I've been trying.
We're in day 4 now.
She needs a fucking rest. And that's it.
Thank you.
Just remember to how you felt when you felt shit, OK?
Yeah,
and leave it there.
Tension in the camp are really high. Oh my gosh. It's just so hard. And I'm not going to leave this, so I've got this for I don't know how many days.
Next time on the island.
I think that's genuinely shitty, walking away and letting the rest of us die in a big way. We need to find food. That's the big issue in the camp.
Woo! Yeah! Get it.
This island either wants to decompose you from the outside in.
We nearly got killed, actually.
Or eat you alive.
Everything around us is trying to kill us. Yeah, it's a scorpion.
I'm dropping like flies. We've not even started yet.